Hello friends, Arthur here, and this is History of TwoFace. And I didn't play much tracks from TwoFace, even he built it like quite a long time, this track from 2022. I believe I even didn't start playing Zipkist, so quite old one. Or maybe I did, but it was like occasionally and just like join some different lobbies and playing several maps, and that's it. It wasn't like on constant part. And yes, it's really hard track for me, even like I don't know, for 2022 I believe it already was quite hard for people who played it, who just started for everything. Again, in most cases I have two problematic plays on this map. It's like sign break. Either I was breaking too much and have like not enough speed to do all other parts, or break not enough and crash. And if I have like lucky attempt, which was like only probably 2 or 3, I was crashing on this purple thing. It wasn't like really hard to react on changes on this track, and yeah, I just failed. 5 minutes wasn't enough, even 10 minutes, because I played it right after the history of, and this was the first track, so I played it twice, and both time I failed basically the same place. And yes, we start with Calamity Not. Next track, I believe there is like a lot of track from TwoFace which called like Calamity, but for my understanding, from my thought, tracks with Calamity are way easier than don't have this word in the name. And as I said, most of the tracks I was played at the first time. I really surprised that for like 3 years of map, nothing changed and they're still playable. Like all changes in the game, in Unity engine changes, nothing really impact them, and you can still play them, still finish them. Yes, they are hard, and honestly I think like not new friendly, not like for average. Most of the tracks not for average, and you will see in the amount of finishers there are like at least third of people in the room didn't finish most of the track. Like yes, there were several tracks that almost everyone finished, but in overall TwoFace built quite hard tracks. And again, one of the rule said that tracks should be finished by like average player, but probably same as like Renergy, Noswald, TwoFace just don't have such easy tracks that could be easily finished by average player. Again, I wouldn't say that track like insanely hard. For Calamity Corruption, main problem is the first jump, and it's really initial one. From the landing you build up all your speed, all your other part of the track, because even with sign it's one of the hardest. Second jump is not so hard because it's more like transparent part of the tracks and you have more time to prepare yourself for this jump. Was the Calamity of the day, I believe this was the probably, I don't know, like the track of the day, so it doable, it possible. I didn't beat my personal best when I probably played like again like 2 years ago, but as I said, finish is a finish, and this is everything that we want probably from the track. And now I know that on TwoFace track I didn't evolve, didn't improve my time, my skills. And again, in most my attempt I have only one place where I crash the most. It's the loop right after checkpoint 4, or not the loop itself, but the half-pipe wall ride on the red spot after the loop. I always like steering too much and fell off there in most of my crashed. For the Pyramid Caverns, I really enjoy this track. It's wide. Yes, there's a lot of rocks, but there's really wide pattern of the way where and how you need to go. I really enjoy to have this risky finish here. It's give you opportunity to be slightly faster than for other players, but you can do it honestly from the second attempt because you don't expect to see the finish on the top. So yeah, I spent 2 attempts just to hit it correctly. Calamity Knot V2. Again, I didn't beat my personal best, which I played I don't know how long ago. And overall it's not really hard track. For me it was like pretty doable, almost everything except one thing where I basically lost most of my attempts. It's the last loop, because it's outer loop and it's pretty long and wide, and at some point around 23, 24 it was a big thing. Like every other track have such type of loop, and I always like struggle there. I didn't understand how you can do them. I always crash, I always fell off, so it was pretty hard for me to do them. And even right now, because it's not so common thing and we have a lot of other features that afters try to use for tracks, when I saw them I struggle a lot, and each time when I finish it I like very happy. Guardians of Grace, and this is I believe the second track that I didn't finish. It's all because of this jump, the transition, but mostly the jump and the amount of speed that I didn't have to do all this jump correctly, and even have all these like palms that show you like direction of your jump. It's not really give you the angle, and the jump where I failed I consider as a speed check, because well I didn't have enough speed for doing that. And as you can see, even if you do this jump that I couldn't do, you still have a lot, or like a big part of the track. And yet again another such type of outer loop which I like 95% sure that I couldn't do. So yeah, as I said, a lot of tracks are really hard. Earthworm, great name, and thanks God that there's like a stable cam and you can switch there. I believe without it I wouldn't finish it. Even like I tried several times on like first person view camera and it didn't help me. I still crash because pipes are quite annoying, and I just recently, maybe like 4 or 5 months ago, starting to finish like outer pipe maps. Not all of them, but at least partially. So yeah, at least at something I become better player. As for funny number, I asked during the showroom on TwoFace what this funny number means, and he told me that this is the angle of which all this track is tilted, and this give a really fun effect on the tracks on all these bank turns, and that's why he basically put this number. Again, maybe someone else could build something with such fun angle and with really interesting effects when you turn in. And overall I would say this is not really hard map. You just need to use to such turns and effects that all this tilt cause, and it's pretty easy to finish. As for the Dark Descent, I don't remember if it was like some kind of updates or the way how after found out like this color change, color thing, but as you see all this like completely black transition, they're like create pretty decent amount of difficulty on the track. But then to TwoFace, probably for his second phase, he put a lot of dots which show you correctly where and how you need to go on the track, what lines you two need to go. It's really helped. My first attempt I finished like really slow, like, but I still finish it only because of all these dots. They really helped me a lot to finish this track, to find the way. So yeah, again, probably you need speed only for do the last loop. If you have it, you can finish it. If you really will be slow at this moment, you won't have enough speed and you just fell off. As for the TwoFace place, probably one of the easiest track on this playlist. Still not completely easy, like there's still some tricks. You need to jump, you need to aim, you need to have a good angle to finish, and you still at some elements you need to fight with the track. But overall it's pretty doable, pretty approachable, or maybe because it was like penultimate track, I already used to TwoFace style and basically just finish it, or TwoFace start build slightly easier maps, slightly approachable maps for the players that most people can enjoy to finish his tracks. Okay, and now we're on like the latest map, which is
super hot.
And this map was built like a week ago, probably dedicated to this great game. I play it, I finish it, I really enjoy the game. I honestly also enjoy the track, and I really think that I used to face track. I don't think that this one is really hard as several previous one. As a conclusion of like history evolution of TwoFace, I really don't have like what to say, just because like he started to build really complicated hard tracks with not like tacky or like impossible elements, but always challenging. Either it is speed or angle or jump, so you always need to fight with the track at some point, at some element. From another side, it was nice when you fight with the track and you can finish it, and when you finish, it's like you complete some kind of like challenge, just for yourself without looking on other. Yes, my time is almost in most tracks was like at low bottom part, but still I really liked that I didn't finish only 2 tracks from all other tracks that TwoFace pick. Okay guys, thanks for watching. Leave your comments about this calamity of TwoFace. Do you agree with me about the tracks? What do you think about his track, about his style? And as always, leave likes, leave comments, and see you next time. Bye.